Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Monday the 20th of May 2024. I hope you are keeping well, prepared for a new week, new challenges, new day, whatever. And I hope you are keeping well. This is the Guardian's easy level game, beginner level game usually I call it. I will be explaining the rules of how to play Sudoku in a very basic fashion as we start to play the game. Before that, I note that in Spain the Vox extreme right party has organised an international gathering of extreme right lunatics from around the world, from France, from Argentina, Italy, etc., etc., where they all come to spout their nonsense and give dog whistles to racists because, of course, one thing they're all massively concerned about is, as they say, illegal immigration, which, of course, is just a dog whistle to racists to get out and vote. Anyway, it's upsetting. We've seen where fascism leads to before, and yet a lot of the world seems to be on course for that. A repeat of what we know is could end in tragedy. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku. How do we play this game? So we've got 9 squares in every row across. We've got 9 squares in every column down, and we've got 9 squares in each of these sections that are outlined by black, I should say. This particular block already has some digits entered. This block has no digits entered. This column already has 2 digits, and this row has 3 digits already entered. So you can see. Now, what is the point of the game? The point of the game is to fill in the empty squares with numbers. Because we have numbers, because we have 9 in each row, column, and block, the numbers begin at 1 and end at 9. But it's nothing to do with maths, it's only about logic. So for example, here we have some empty squares in this block here. Look at this, 5 empty squares. And we don't yet have a digit 9. And we wonder if 9 can fit, where 9 will fit. It has to go in here because we only have 1, 2, 3, and 8 so far. So we're looking for a digit 9. Now we have a 9 in this column here already. That means that none of these 3 squares can be 9. All the way to the bottom, actually, none of these 6 squares can be 9 because we've already got a 9 in this column. Now the cat is moving. The cat is attacking the microphone. No, don't attack the microphone, Joni. That's it. Shift around. He was sitting very peacefully there, but since I started the game, my cat decided to attack the microphone and try to sabotage my game of Sudoku. My cat doesn't enjoy Sudoku. Right, now we've also got 9 blocking across here like this. When I say blocking, I mean forbidding any other square from becoming a 9. And so now we know that there's only one possibility. 9 must go in that square there. Let's look at this block here, which doesn't yet have 9. It's got to go in one of these empty squares here. We can see that 9 blocks across here like this, and 9 blocks down here like this. And so there's one empty square, which is where the 9 must live. Now 9 also blocks across this row here, and across this row here, and down here, and down here, and that's going to give us a 9 there. I hope you understood that, because that's the basic rule of how to find a digit at Sudoku. We'll do a bit more on the 9s. We've got 9 going up here, and across there, and that will give us 9 in that square there. Now the printer is printing nothing. Oh, ghosts in the printer. 9 across here, up here, and up here, and this will give us 9 there. Right, so that's basically how we play the game using logic. Now we've got 7 blocking these 2 squares here, so that leaves just one empty square for the 7. And if we look, we can find what numbers are missing. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4. We don't have 5. We've got 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we know that these 2 squares contain 4 and 5. Now, can we get any of those at the moment? No, we can't get either of those. But that will come in handy later. What we can say is we have 2 blocking up here, and 2 blocking up here, and 2 across there, which will give us 2 in that square there. And I want to show you how we kind of think forward a little bit. So we've got 2 blocking across here, and 2 down here, and 2 down here. So it looks like we have 2 empty squares where a 2 could go, and we can't say over here where it goes, which one of them is likely to be the 2. But in fact, when we think about this section here, we know that because 2 blocks across the bottom here, we know that 2 is either in this square or in this square. Now if it's in this square, that can't be 2, and if it's in this square, same thing, that can't be 2. So we know that in fact 2 is there. So even though we haven't got every single digit, we can still find where the 2 goes. Hope that was clear. If any of this is too fast, you can just rewind and play it again, Sam. Okay, we're going to do that again, that kind of thing again. So we've got 1 blocking up here. So in this section up here, where is 1? It's either here or it's here. Which one? I don't know, but it's in one of those. Right, so let's go in the opposite direction now. Now we've got 1 blocking down here. And now because we know 1 is either here or there, it's going to block down there. So it means that this can't be 1. So we do know in fact that that square there is going to be 1. Joni, stop it, stop it, stop it. My cat has psychological problems and he sometimes chews his own mouth. I'm just trying to stroke him to make him stop doing that. It's really upsetting for me. I really hate it when he does it. He has to go to the hospital in about 1 hour and a half. Joni, stop it. But he doesn't know that he's got to go to the hospital, so I'm surprised. That shouldn't be his reason for stress. All right, Joni. Okay, back to the game. Where am I? Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, in fact, we've got 1 blocking up here and we've got 1 blocking across there. So we can actually say 1 is there. So then we've got 1 like this, like this. So now we can find the 1 there. So I could have found the 1 there before maybe. But I wanted to show you how, with a couple of possibilities, we can still find the answer anyway. Okay, now I said to you before that this is 4 and 5. Joni, stop it. 4 and 5 in these squares, right? So then we can work out what must be in these 2 squares here. So we know this is 4 and 5. So we've got 1, 2. Do we have 3? No, there's no 3. We've got 4 and 5 already. And 6, is there any 6? No, there's no 6. 7, 8, 9, yes. So we know that these 2 squares must contain 3 and 6. Can't be anything else, because everything else is accounted for. Now, in fact, you can see that 6 blocks this square here. So we know that the 6 is going to be in that square there, and the 3 is going to be in that square there. Now, that 3 will block all the way down here like so. Joni, stop it. 3 blocking up here and 3 across here will give me a 3 in that square there. I mean, he's just complaining about my Sudoku playing. Joni, stop, stop, stop. It's very upsetting, boy. 3 surrounding these squares. Okay, now there are only 2 empty squares in this column. So let's see what we need for this column. We need 4 and we need 7. We've got every other number except 4 and 7. So we've got 7 blocking there. So we know the 7 will go there. And now we know that the 4 is in the last remaining square for this column. Now this row across the top here is lacking 5, 7 and 8. What we can say is the 8 blocks this square here, and this 8 blocks this square here. So there's only one possibility again for where the 8 must go. It's got to go there. We'll be left with 5 and 7, but we can't. Oh yes, we can. So 7 blocks across here, so that would be the 7, and this will be the 5 to go there. Six blocks up this square like that. That gives me a 6 there, and now there's only one number to finish this block. We've got everything except for a 5, so I'll put the 5 there. Again, let's think forward a little bit. We've got 7 blocking across here. Oh, actually, don't need to think forward. 7 across here and 7 across here, so we can say 7 is in that square. 7 blocking up here gives us a 7. Oh. My apologies. My apologies. I already got. So there you are, proof that we're not concentrating properly. It's very easy to make mistakes in Sudoku. About mistakes, if you do make a mistake, if you just go back one step like that, then you'll be okay. If you've made a mistake and you've made several steps after it, then I'm afraid you're probably best to start again. That's what I've found in my experience, and I'm very experienced at making mistakes in Sudoku. I don't claim to be an expert, but I just know how to play the game pretty reasonably well. 8 blocks up here, so there's an 8. And there's a 3. That's what I should have done. Now we have 3s blocking down here and down there and across there, which will give me a 3 in that square there. Okay, we have 8 across here and 8 down here. What do we know about the 8s in this block here? We've got 8 blocking like this and across here, so we know that 8s are either here or there, which means that we can't have an 8 here, so that is where the 8 goes. So we just have to keep looking around, I mean, I have no idea of the actual answer to this puzzle, because before starting any of these videos, I never try to play the game first. I just set the camera rolling, the video recording, I should say, and then I just wing it and hope that I can find the answer. Usually I can find the answer, especially on a beginner game. 2 blocking across like that. In fact, I say usually. In fact, I haven't really failed to find the answer to any games since I started the channel. But that's because I'm playing newspaper games. There are lots of internet Sudoku puzzles that I actually cannot finish at all because they're too difficult for me. So I'm not really an expert. 5 across here, 5 down here, and there's a 5 in that square. I'm not sure where the next move is, so sometimes if you're playing on a computer, it's a good idea to click on the digits. We've got 1 blocking down here and down here. That means there's a 1. I know we can find these 2 numbers. How do I know that? Because all we have to do is work out what goes here. What goes in this column? We don't yet have 5 and we don't yet have 6, so we know that these 2 squares comprise 5 and 6. Which is which, I don't know, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in this square here because I know that it can't be 5 or 6. And the only other number that's left in this block is 4, so that has to be a 4. And now, as I said, we can get this one down here. And the missing number down here is 6, I think. Okay. We have 4 blocking across here. That puts 4 into that square. And the last digit here is a 5. So 5 across here means that's a 5. And this will be a 6. 6 blocking across here and up there gives us 6 in that square. And the last number for this row is 4. 4 blocking up here puts the 4 into that square. And the last number here is a 5. 5 down here, 5 up here means that's a 5. Now there's only one number left for this column. Is it an 8? I think it is an 8. We also have 8 blocking down here, which gives us an 8 in that square. And now there's only one number left, which is 1. 1 blocking down here and across there will give us 1 in that square. There's just one number for this column. It's a 4. And this 4 blocks across here like this, giving 4 in that square. And this 4 blocks across here, giving us 4 in that square. And this is a 7, and that's a 7, and that's a 7. And that's our beginner level puzzle from The Guardian for a Monday. Every Monday is easy level puzzles. They're compiled into a playlist on this channel if you want to practice some more easy games. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.